Welcome back to Go Fort Smith. We are now located across the river in downtown Van Buren. Today we're going to visit a historic landmark, taste some amazing food, learn about the awesome festivals they have here, and finally we're going to meet with Mayor Hurst. So I'm here today with Tom Wing, the director of the DRENNEN House here in Van Buren. Tom, thanks for having us.
My pleasure.
I'd like to start out with you telling us a little bit more about the history of this place.
Well, this house was established in 1838, but the property was actually bought 2 years before that in 1836 by John Drennan. He was originally from Pennsylvania, but he came to Arkansas to seek his fortune. He and his brother-in-law partnered, and together they bought about 600 acres that is today pretty much downtown Van Buren. Over the years, the family developed the city. They got Crawford County to build the courthouse here. They helped eventually to build the railroad. They were involved in steamboat trade up and down the river. So their legacy is pretty strong in the community today. But this house is an expression of their wealth and how they were successful over the years. 5 generations of John Drennen's family lived here. They started in the 1830s, and the last family member moved out in 2005. In 2005, the University of Arkansas Fort Smith took over, and after an extensive restoration process, we turned the house into a museum, which appeals to the general public, but it's also a learning laboratory, and not only for our college students at UAFS, but also for high school, junior high, elementary students. All levels come here on field trips and for programs and different activities. So it gets a lot of use, and it's a chance for them to connect Van Buren's history and Crawford County's history to Arkansas history on a bigger picture, but even larger than that, they can connect to the United States story as well. We have connections here to U.S. presidents. We have connections to the Underground Railroad and slavery. There were soldiers that fought in this family from every war, from the American Revolution all the way through Vietnam. So there's quite a legacy here in that regard. The Trail of Tears is also a part of that story as well. So it's really an amazing opportunity, and we're fortunate to have it.
Well, it sounds like there's a lot of rich history in this place, and for those who haven't been here, where would they go to find out more about visiting this place?
University of Arkansas Fort Smith has a website that includes information about Drennan Scott on it. We have a Facebook page, Drennan Scott Historic Site on Facebook. John Drennan tweets from the 19th century, so you can look him up on Twitter. And then Van Buren A&P Commission also covers our events and has our schedules and things that we do available as well.
Well, from first-hand experience, it's a pretty cool place, a lot of rich history here. If you haven't been, definitely add it to your list as soon as possible. And thanks for having us one more time.
Thank you.
With several new restaurants all along Main Street, downtown Van Buren offers visitors a wide range of culinary options. If you're looking for a place to watch your favorite team play or gather with friends for the big game, all while enjoying pizzas, burgers, and incredible pub fare, they've got you covered. Perhaps you're looking for a night of live entertainment and upscale dining. No problem. From gourmet chicken and waffles to a lightly smoked beef short rib to shrimp and grits, the options are plentiful. Do your plans call for something a little more romantic and intimate? Perhaps for a date night or a special event with your family? The restaurants in downtown Van Buren are sure to enhance your occasion. So I'm here with Roger Redden. Roger, you're the president of the Old Town Merchants Association, and I understand that you all have some events down here in downtown, and I'd kind of like for you to just fill me in on those.
Be glad to. The Old Town Merchants Association, we host 3 major festivals each year. One of them is called Junk Fest, and Junk Fest is an opportunity for folks to come downtown and find architectural salvage, antiques, stuff that can be refinished and refurbished for decorating. Lots of really neat stuff. It has turned into a fantastic event, and you'll like that one. We have the Old Timers Day, which has been rebranded as the OTD Steampunk Festival. And steampunk is a genre of science fiction, kind of fantasy in Victorian era times and technology. It's a juried festival, so everything that you see down here is going to be related to steampunk. Lots and lots of bands, lots of contests, lots of events, street performers. It's a festival that you have to attend because just talking about it's not quite enough. And then we have Fall Fest. That's been rebranded as Trading Days. A little more Western theme from turn of the century, kind of late 1800s, early 1900s. Kind of OK Corral, gunfighting, and a Western theme, and it is a lot of fun. Again, every festival offers a lot of entertainment, a lot of vendors, a lot of folks that come into town just for this. We work closely with all of the other organizations to make downtown Van Buren a destination instead of just someplace to go for the weekend or to hang out for a festival. And our merchants are reaping the benefits because Old Town Van Buren is really starting to become the place to go.
So Roger, where would someone go to find out more information on the festivals?
Probably the best bet would be to go to oldtownvanburen.com. You could go to oldtown.org. Both of those sites link to all of the festival sites, to all of the activity sites, to, you can find out about the other stuff that we do with car shows and slides down Main Street and all that kind of stuff, as well as the festivals. So those would be the way to get there.
We're now on the historic Main Street trolley with Mayor Hurst. Mayor, thanks for having us today.
Thank you for being here. Anytime we can talk about how great Van Buren is, we're excited to do it.
Well, I'm excited to find out more about Van Buren. I wanted you to enlighten us on some of the things that are going on in downtown Van Buren right now and the different attractions and activities that you all are doing to bring people in.
Absolutely. If you haven't been to downtown Van Buren in the past decade, you're going to be very surprised. Not only do we have great fine dining, we also have recreation for your children and your family. We have a new splash pad that was included. We have a memorial for veterans that has also been added. We have new restaurants that have been included. People are starting to invest in the downtown. Once they've seen that the city is starting to invest through a tax initiative, we have put tax monies into improving our downtown because we know that as the downtown goes, the whole city goes. And so we've invested in downtown, and now you're starting to see private investment from restaurants to new buildings that are being improved, to parks and recreation. So anytime you drive downtown, you not only see a lot more traffic, you see families starting to play in our splash pad, and it's just a vibrant downtown. Which is different from the past. We are revitalizing downtown. It's been a major priority for the past mayor and for now me as the new mayor. Our downtown is so important and we know that this is so vital to the overall progress of our city.
I'm sure it's been really awesome for you to see that come to fruition and see the downtown revitalized. And my next question for you would be, what do you want people to think of when they think of Van Buren?
Yeah, Van Buren it's a very unique place. Not only do we have a very, very low cost of living, we have a high quality of life, and our downtown is part of that. You can come and find amenities that are different from other places. We're starting to invest in our trails and our parks so that you have those sorts of activities that you and your children can participate in. But we also provide new restaurants. We provide the quality of life that you may see in other cities, but the cost of living is a lot lower than you'll see in anywhere nearby this area.
Well, Mayor, thanks one more time for having us today and enlightening us on not only what's going on in Van Buren right now, but even the future of Van Buren.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. We appreciate you coming.
Thanks for joining us on our tour of downtown Van Buren today. And just like the mayor said, if you haven't been here in the last few years, you have to come see everything that downtown Van Buren has to offer.